I'm Tyler Ford, co-director of this commercial, and right now we are watching the behind the scenes that we shot during the actual shooting of the spot. And I'm sitting next to my friend and boss, John Holmes Davey.
But there were many talented people in this spot. Let's roll it.
So here we are, we were inside of Pravat's torture chamber, and we were shooting some scenes of Nicky looking menacing, which isn't hard for him at 6'5", 250?
Probably, I mean, he's bulking up.
Yeah, and we're shooting these scenes of him looking menacing outside the window.
This spot was also conceived around Nicky as a player and how intimidating he is on the field. And so the idea was sort of a horror movie, and wasn't too difficult to achieve with Nicky.
No, Nicky was definitely enthusiastic about the idea and definitely willing to put in the time to help us get the shots that we wanted. And he worked his butt off all day, and he got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. He must have run. First of all, he was running through city streets, hard concrete, up and down streets, alleyways, rooftops. A lot of this stuff didn't make it into the actual piece, but he must have run 6 or 7 miles hard, because he ran all day.
And the funny thing is, we didn't really use much of that footage.
Let's not tell him that.
That guy in the green shirt is actually the world's oldest PA. He's 104 years old.
He does a good
That's
job.
a different story. So again, we're using the great setup there for shooting, and we had good equipment, but you guys don't care about that. We do. We were shooting Nicky running down the street in this scene, so you'll actually see the shot, which is there, and then that's what made the cut.
There were some really great shots that didn't make it into the piece, though. We had this golf cart contraption that we were literally getting out in the middle of a 3-lane city street and driving down with Nicky running down the middle of the street. I think we're going to see some of that.
Yeah, Nicky is a true champion. In this scene here, he was screaming, again, just being really menacing. And we were in actually probably the dirtiest alley in downtown Denver. Just to Nicky's right there is a homeless shelter. So there was all kinds of interesting items in the alley.
Yeah, just to his left is a big pile of poop, I think.
Yeah, somehow the number 41 ended up on the wall there. I'm not quite sure who did that. It was probably the PA.
Yeah, here's the golf cart. Nicky was chasing this thing all day.
Breaking down the fence.
He actually did break that fence off its hinge.
Here's a different angle. Oh yeah, we were almost reluctant to stand there.
There it
goes, and there it goes. It was a little scary standing there shooting and having Nicky Polanco run at you that fast. It was a little nerve-wracking.
Even that last shot where he had to stand up on that fence.
So there's the shot. That's how it turned out.
I mean, there's a lot of barbed wire up there. It was he was completely fearless as he was on the field.
This cameraman actually we hired. He's from Lithuania, and he specializes in working on his back. That's his specialty apparently. We found him on Craigslist, and he came out for the shoot. Did a great job. He's risking it all with Nicky swiping in between his legs like that. I'll tell you what.
He actually has to be transported to the set on his back. He doesn't go anywhere.
Well, that was his foam pad, right?
Right.
That's actually his bed when he stays in America.
He never gets upright.
Yeah, I mean, you can see with how he holds his neck like that he's used to this position. And he's used to having a lot of men around him when he's in this position.
Yeah, we won't go into that at this point.
Here's one of the last shots where it's actually kind of the shot where Nicky catches up to you, or to the viewer. Your fate is met in this shot.
You know, as we conceptualized this piece, we really wanted to ask the viewer, what do you do when you're on the field and you're facing your fear? You know, how do you respond? You know, do you step up or do you fold? And that was sort of the original inspiration for this piece, using Nicky, of course, to represent your worst nightmare. All athletes have to ask themselves at maybe every game, but certainly at some point in their career. You know, there are moments that define that for them.
Well said. That's it.